Hi everyone, welcome to this pick a card reading for 2026. This is your predictions for the upcoming year. This is so exciting. I chose to add certain crystals as well for those piles, and you'll have the option to choose according to crystals, the card, the first card, and also zodiac placement. So let's get started. I'm so excited about this new year. We know that astrologically, in terms of Chinese resonance, we're moving from the year of the snake into the year of the horse. So from shedding and also that year 9 where we're completing certain lessons and entering a new chapter and the movement, momentum, and joy of the horse spirit animal. So let's first get those piles ready. For pile number 1, let's look at the crystal first. You have this beautiful tower of Tiger's Eye. So Tiger's Eye is all about courage and confidence, and where staying steadfast is key. With this shape, there's something about transmission. So I love this. If that feels like that resonates with you, calls you in, so maybe that is your pile. Pile number 2, we will have a Sunstone. This is more about joy and positivity, also a sense of freedom, where you might be called to cultivate both your inner light and your inner strength. And pile number 3 will have the Pyrite, beautiful golden hues, stone that is all about prosperity, but also personal power. So attracting the resources you need for this year ahead. Now let's look at the card for, wow, pile number 1. That is the 6 of Cups. Beautiful energy, childlike energy, bringing something maybe from the past love blooming into fruition thanks to your steadfastness. Okay, if that resonates, that's going to be pile number 1. Pile number 2. Whoa. Okay. Wow, we have the 10 of Pentacles for the Sunstone pile. This is all about achievement and completion, having almost so much wealth and joy. Very accurate with this energy of Sunstone. And then Pyrite energy. Okay. For pile number 3. Okay. It's not there yet. Okay. Wow. The Empress card. Beautiful, beautiful card for pile number 3. Okay, we're going to move this a little bit up and start to pull the, let's move it forward. The zodiac signs, if some of you resonate more with your zodiac placement, it can be your sun, your moon, your rising. Okay, and let's see what we have for those piles. So pile number 1, whoops, Aries for pile number 1, Virgo, Libra, and Aquarius. Beautiful. That was like a spark of resonance. There's something big about this year for pile number 1 here. Okay, then we have pile number 2. We have Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Pile number 2. And pile number 3 up, we have Leo, Capricorn, Cancer, and Scorpio. Beautiful, my dear ones. I will see you there for your messages. Namaste, pile number 1. Welcome to your 2026 predictions. If you're here, that means you chose the beautiful card of the Six of Cups, symbolizing that there's going to be probably more simplicity, more emotionally attunement in the year 2026. Maybe going back to a way of living that fulfills more of your heart, of your soul. Maybe bringing some old connections back into the forefront, or maybe if you had left certain topics of life behind or not as nourished, they are coming back to nourish your soul. There's a lot of soul nourishment that I feel from just this card. And this card was associated to the Tiger's Eye Tower. So this beautiful energy from the sacred geometry of the Tiger's Eye that feels like a transmission. So you're being transmitted this energy of courage and inner confidence that it can help you stay grounded and also keep you steadfast. So maybe some of you, if you have certain things that you're trying to pursue, for 2026, you are being encouraged to really take it easy, slow down with life, and know that everything will turn out all perfectly well. That's beautiful. If you're here, you might have chosen also according to zodiac placement. And we have Aries, Virgo, Aquarius, and Libra. If those are not your zodiac signs, don't worry about it. This is just another way for others to pick their piles. Now, I remember that when I was shuffling for you pile number one, there was a big bang. Okay, so it feels like it's really a year. Maybe some of you have gone through 2025 with a lot of different changes and things that were unexpected. And this really prepares you to this new reality, but a reality that is closer to home, closer to your heart, closer to your soul's frequency. I really feel that there's something about frequency here with the transmission of the Tiger's Eye. I don't know if some of you have ever worn this type of crystal. This is very empowering, very empowering. Okay, so let's pull your oracle cards and then we'll use the tarot cards to have more details about what wants to be shared for 2026 for you, my dear pile number one. Okay. Okay. And oh, wow, wow, this is interesting. Another gong, another decisive moment. Okay, I'm just going to take that card here, but we'll see what it entails. Very interesting. It really feels, pile number one, that there's something about frequency, about sound, about your resonance, the resonance of your soul. Maybe this is something I have to share with you because you might have not heard it from me before. I share it, I would say, more on my Instagram page. So if you found me through YouTube or Patreon, you might have not heard me say it. Your heart chakra is connected in perfect resonance with your soul star chakra, so just above your crown. And then in perfect fifth resonance with your earth star chakra. And what I mean with perfect fifth, it is a term that is used often in music, in resonance, working with the beautiful resonance and magic of sound. And perfect fifths are used by musicians, artists, people that know about sound to create hits, to create, this effect that is well known to impress on others this very powerful effect. It creates this opening, just like a gong. So that's something that I felt I needed to transmit to you, my dear pile number one. If you didn't know, nourishing your heart, which I feel is very important. And it's almost like 2026 feels as if you are living a life that you love much more than ever before, that you are being called to walk the path of love. And that means listening to what your inner child wants to experience, listening to the call of your soul, because this is part of your purpose. This is part of your mission. This is part of your career, what you're meant to achieve in this life. It is through the resonance of your heart. And everything from that place will expand. So I really feel that there's strong offering maybe here of love through 2026. Okay. Now let's look at those cards. Wow, we have the castle. Chamunda, which is part of the Kali Oracle deck. Knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. Chamunda is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline required to conquer a difficult situation. Chamunda is the power to accomplish what you need and desire. She is with you now. Her presence now portends a truly exceptional breakthrough on your path. Wow. Okay. Well, you know, when I saw the castle, I almost felt that there was maybe certain limitations that, especially because the limitations of this castle, supposedly, is formed by pearls. Pearls are the representation of the beauty that blooms from challenge, from constant irritation, okay? But there is an eye that is closed. And I feel that maybe 2025 might have been a little intense, or, you know, I would say contrasted for you, pile number one. But I feel that there is an awakening. This eye, this inner sight is about to bloom. There's an aspect of yourself that you did not see or maybe pay attention to that is breaking through in 2026. So there is a lot of love, self-love, confidence, courage to bring forward in 2026 for you. And I feel like, especially with this card, that you are bringing the wisdom of those many challenges that you've gone through. You feel, honestly, pile number one, like a karmic chain breaker. It feels like you or this light warrior archetype. You know, someone that came, that had a soul's oath to really master a certain aspect of yourself. This is so weird. For some reason, I felt like the screen just froze, but it didn't. And it froze on the number 808. 8 is that symbol of infinity. It is all about abundance and prosperity. So I feel that there's a continuity, that you are maybe an old soul, pile number one. In 2026, we'll see this card, but I really feel that there is that breakthrough. So some of you, if you were limited by a certain situation, it could be, even if some of you are thinking about work, if you've been wanting to expand, if you've been wanting to build something that you love, become an entrepreneur, or break free from the 9 to 5, 2026 seems to be that year. Seems to be the year where something that is dear to your heart can finally be born. Then we have pave your own way. Leadership, courage, forge, don't follow. Yes, look at this. Wow. You know, and I have this weird impression, because that little cling that happened between the crystal and the light here, I can still hear the frequency echo in my ear, okay? So I feel that some of you, pile number one, you might not realize that your resonance, your particular soul's resonance, has a true impact, is meant to have a true impact this lifetime. And maybe this is the year where you're waking up waking up to this realization. Wow. Okay. All right. Whew. Well, you know, I took the dice because with the dice, you have planets, zodiac archetypes, and houses. So I'm going to throw them to have an impression that is most relevant for 2026 through those dice. Okay, so let's do this. Wow. Okay. So we have Aries. Again, we have it also here. This is about personal, personal power, your personality, your body, your embodiment, your personal growth. What I love also with this energy, it's about creation. Remember what I said? Some of you, maybe you've been wanting to be an entrepreneur. This is the year. There's something here that is very much linked to you creating, stepping out of that maybe limited, I'm hearing playground, okay? Expanding your playground, stepping out. There's so much more joy and fun that comes, that is meant for you, that is linked to fulfill your soul. There is also the fourth house. So this is all about family and home, but I would say here, especially for entrepreneurship here, this is real estate. This is so interesting. So maybe some of you, you've been wanting to, oh my God, with the castle. Maybe some of you, you've been wanting to buy a home, find your dream home, build your dream home. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, pile number one. By the way, if it's you, do we have an emoji that is a castle? Okay, well, hopefully we have a castle, and let's put a bouquet. Okay, if that's you, to let me know that is your pile and that you want to claim this. Okay, we're going to put a castle and a bouquet. But there is something about the home. And, you know, in esoteric astrology, the fourth house is very much connected also to more of the embodiment of your higher self. And that would be more how comfortable you are in your own skin. And I told you about the body with Aries. There's something here as far as maybe a glow up. I feel that some of you, you're ready to activate your dreams. You're ready to follow your path. And look at this. Oh my God. This is the collective. This is North Node energy. And that means you going after what is meant for your soul. And this is probably why I shared with you about if you want to tap into what's stored as far as your soul's mission, your soul's desires, your mission on earth, you want to activate your heart. And that means that I feel for you, especially with this card, that you've probably gone through already this self-love journey and healing. But now what it does is that because your heart has healed, you activate the magnetic field, electromagnetic field of your multi-layered body and you're able to be magnetized, propelled forward onto your highest path, onto what is meant for you. And you will be shown in 2026 the steps. You will be shown, I'm hearing for the dance, the choreography, okay? It will be uniquely yours. It will be uniquely yours. I don't know why I want to share this with you, but when we started witnessing this on social media, I think TikTok was a big responsible factor here. But when we started seeing all those dancing videos where people were just recreating the same choreography and just who's dancing it or embodying it the best, my first reaction to it was always very puzzled, because I always felt music and dance to be such a personal interpretation. And I felt it so limiting to hear a song and to be all repeating the same steps, the same moves. I was more curious about, hey, what move do you have? on the same sound. And I feel this is particular to you. You have maybe different skills. Maybe you are a jack of all trades, but know that maybe some of you've learned different skills through this lifetime, or even bringing back some past lifetime gifts and skills. And you're going to be able, through the integration of all that you love, start to step forward and towards this goal, this dream, this purpose of yours. So this is super exciting. I am so excited for you. Okay. Wow. Well, you know, this is the dice of the planets, and the planets are connected to chakras. So I was expecting a chakra, and here it's a node and an axis. So that means it's almost like all of your chakras are moved into the direction of your soul's purpose in 2026. This is really exciting. Okay, so wow, look at that. I was trying to shuffle, but it was okay. Well, see, this is how you move. Do we have Aquarius here? Yes, we do. We have Aquarius. I'm like, why things are just so different, okay? Oh my, this is lovely. I have never shuffled this way. It's just kind of like split in three. Okay, so we have for this year, my dear pile number one, this energy of the Six of Pentacles that is very much about generosity. This is a year where you are going to receive for reciprocally, as far as how much you bring with your resonance. Know that this is not necessarily by how much you do. I'm hearing this very strongly. I don't know why, but I was told to also look at what's under, and that's kind of like the following of the message. You will not. The universe doesn't want you to know much about this reciprocity, but I almost feel as some of you, there might be some type of draw of luck. I don't know why, but there's something, you remember, with the breakthrough, the noise, the resonance, there is some type of very meaningful moment in 2026 where you're going to feel seen and appreciated. Can we know? Okay, maybe I shouldn't, but I do want to. Can we know more about this moment where reciprocity is met, or what it entails? It's something that is gifted to you. It's an offer. Maybe some of you, if you're trying to create something, it might be someone that sees how great of a potential you have and gives you the funding. Okay, or remember, we have the house. Maybe some of you, you're getting a loan for the remodeling, but there's something as far as the universe is showing you reciprocity in 2026. Almost, I feel like a karmic reward. I told you about karmic chain breaker. I feel like you're really seeing some of the results of all of your healing, all of the effort that you've put into your renewed frequency here. Okay, beautiful. Now, you're definitely here to transmit, share some type of, and it can be anything. It can be knowledge, it can be a product, it can be a way of living, it can be just, again, I saw, like, pave it your own way. This is you having a very specific frequency that is meant to be shared. That is meant to be shared. What else do we want to know about this very unique aspect of yourself? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, especially with this deck, I always feel that there is such a chakra line activation, and we talked about this with the North Node. It's like everything is being aligned for you in 2026, my dear pile number one. Yeah. And some of you, maybe there's a burst in creativity. Yeah. Wow. And then cutting free from whatever was keeping you from expressing this. This is a great card in this environment, because remember we had like this impression that there were certain things that could have limited you or that you felt limited you. But 2026 feels like breaking free, letting yourself express your heart and art. Okay, wow, love this. And then we have love. We have, this is, if you're not looking for romance. So some of you, if you are in a relationship, that's a very good year for you as far as being in your relationship. There's an expansion, maybe a deeper commitment, because they're on the beach. Maybe some of you, there is a vacation that is planned ahead, and that's really lovely to feel. If some of you are single, then there might be a significant meeting, encounter. Maybe some of you, I'm going to dare say it, that really feels very soulmate / twin flame. Those are different archetypes, you know, but for whoever resonates with those terms, it really feels like a relationship that was meant to manifest for growth, for love expansion, for expanding the heart. And if some of you are not into relationship, and what I mean by this, if you're not looking to be in a relationship and that doesn't resonate for you, this is yin yang harmony. This is your inner union. So that's a lovely thing to also see, because if you were not interested well, if you're not interested in a relationship, know that with this energy, you're going to be super duper magnetic. Okay, you're going to be super attractive in 2026, my dear pile number one. Then oh wow. Well, in this energy, whether you know it's inner union or outer union, it just feels like freedom. And I would say here, this is the result of your healing, this inner harmony that you can manifest outside of yourself, that you can see reciprocated, that gives you this unique glow, and that frees you, that lets you experience this freedom. And also, wow, 2 major arcanas, also this potential to create whatever you want in this year. Whatever you want, really just start visualizing, start your vision board, pile number one. Anything and everything seems to be part of your cards. Remember, I told you there's some type of luck. I don't think I mentioned it, but I would say that I even felt that some of you, maybe there's a certain win, a lotto or competition, a prize. There's something here. But so that's what I have for you, my dear pile number one. Whew. Wow. Well, you know, you guys, I usually share a meditation blueprint. I really don't feel it here. I really feel that this is set and forecasted in the ether for 2026. This is for you to come back to it, to this reading whenever you want throughout the year, to remind you how unique you are, how much everything and all your efforts that you've been providing in this lifetime, and the healing of your heart and the healing of your own self-worth, your self-love is just going to ripple in such great blessings. So that's what I have for you, my dear ones. Thank you so much for your presence. I am sending you so much love and so much light. If some of you want to have your birth chart reading or any type of oracle guidance, I have all those services in the description box below. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your predictions for 2026. If you're here, that means you chose the beautiful 10 of Pentacles, a card that really symbolizes legacy, prosperity, abundance, also family. And so there's this beautiful energy of having it all in 2026. You might have chosen also according to the crystal, and this is the Sunstone. Beautiful crystal that resonates with positivity, joy, freedom. So if you are on your way to the riches, maybe some of you, you're in that process because 2026 is a whole year. There seems to be a lot of success, invitation to shine authentically, because this is what is going to lead you to those results, those grand results. That's beautiful. You might have chosen also according to zodiac placement. And here we have Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, and Sagittarius. If those are not your signs, don't worry about it. It just helps us choose the pile according to our preferences. Okay, so let's pull some oracle cards and then use the tarot just to get some deeper wisdom. So this one did not want to wait to be shown. The sword. Wow, I want to share this with you before I even pull the other ones, because it was early and it was eager. I really feel that with this energy, your 2025 versus 2026 is going to be like night and day. If 2025 was hard, and was hard for a lot of people because of this energy of completion, to complete cycles is not always easy. And only through the completion can we be renewed and be born anew. So I feel that you're really at a new dawn of experiencing life, a life that feels so much more in alignment with who you are, with the positivity that you hold, the frequency that you hold. It's so, I would say, like, I see those smiles, like you're going to be smiling and laughing a lot throughout 2026. I can see this energetically, a lot of smiles. Maybe also realizing that you will bring smiles onto other people's faces. Let's see if the cards help us get some more details about this. Okay. Wow, interesting. The intensity on the face here. And again, you see this night and this day. Night and day. Some of you, I'm going to mention it, you might have some type of, I'm sorry, how do you say this? Like transformation as far as your looks, your appearance. Oh, a makeover. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. A makeover. It feels like a year, maybe you're going to change your appearance, buy new clothes, have a different look. It really feels very empowered here. Now let's read it. It says, Gauri Devi, check your boundaries and affirm your right to express and receive both kindness and respect. Embrace your softer side and your ability to stand up for yourself. You are a unique being, and you do not need to conform to stereotypes. As you relax into your authentic self, the best method to accomplish what is needed shall spontaneously arise from within. I love this. Maybe some of you, especially with this contrast here, you had to draw boundaries. It really feels like you had to learn certain energy boundaries. Maybe you had to cut off, especially this is a card also of family, people that you were related to. It doesn't have to be blood related, but it could be just people from your past, and that you had to just be mindful that you would be in an environment that brings positivity. And that was very needed for you, pile number 2, because this boundary allows you to soften. It allows you to deep dive more into your true essence, especially for the nervous system. I feel like some of you, especially with the sword, maybe you felt that you always had to be ready for a fight, ready for an argument. And I can sense you're no longer in that energy in 2026. You no longer want to even entertain this type of dynamics. It's like, nope, I'm not even answering that text. I'm not even spending time thinking about this. This is all very clear to you. You want to focus more on, yes, being soft And in that softness, knowing that it nurtures your light. And this is the true light of positivity. This is not forced. This is not a fake smile. Some of you don't listen. If you ever were a victim of gossips, don't listen to the gossips. You're someone that really had to learn how to, I would say here is interesting. It's almost like I see you have such a kind heart that maybe you just give too many chances. Too many chances. By the way, if it's you, pile number 2, I would say you're going to drop me a sword and a sun. That's going to be your way of claiming this energy, especially if it resonates and you're like, 2026 is my year. I'm not going to entertain the energies of the past. I want to, just live a life where my nervous system is calm, and from that energy, everything comes easily to me. It's a year of ease for you. Yes. And in that ease, this is why there's so much more space for laughter. All right. What else for pile number 2? In 2026, we have scrying. Trust your visions, intuition, and plant seeds. The year 2026 is a year 1. And with this, I really feel that this is your year. I really feel like this is your year to trust the seeds that you've been wanting to plant or already planted that are blooming throughout 2026. Some of you, you've had visions. You've been receiving visions about how to manifest certain, not how to, well, maybe some of you have how to manifest. Some of you, maybe you have specific ways to work with the law of attraction. Personally, I share, and I was surprised because pile number 1, I did not share a meditation blueprint. That might be the case for everyone, but this is something that really helped me was meditation. I was someone that was incapable of meditating because of fight or flight type of nervous system. I was always in survival mode. I felt like I didn't have the space or time or the luxury for quietness, softness. I was almost like nervous around this type of inner peace. And I developed this combination of meditation with mudra, which is sign language, and also using mantra. So mantra, a specific mudra with a specific frequency, which you find on this channel. And that was my way of manifesting. So for some of you, there's something about you've been receiving visions about how you're going to manifest your reality. Keep at it, okay? I shared with you my personal way, and some of you, if you want to deep dive a little more into my practice, you can look at our community on Patreon. But again, this will resonate in the way it's meant to resonate, because you seem to be very plugged in to source, because you were finally able to draw those lines. It protected you. It protected you. You feel very protected. All right, let's get those dice for you and see what we have as a global energy for 2026 now that we have those oracle cards. Okay. Wow, this is interesting. Pile number 1 had the north node. You have the south node. This is you bringing knowledge from the past. Okay. This is you literally being in connection with your past incarnations, your past soul experience, and it's allowing you in 2026 to really claim this year as yours. Okay, there is this, and it is not coming from a place of force. This is what I love, because maybe some of you were a little bit in that warrior type of energy, but this is all dissolving. Then we have the 3rd house, which is all about communication, and the house of Virgo, which is interesting because The Ten of Pentacles is connected to Virgo when you associate tarot to the zodiac wheel. So there's something here. Maybe you have a specific wisdom, because I say specific with Virgo. Virgo is the blueprint holder. It knows the way. It knows the way. You already know the way. And I feel that in 2026, your greatest ally is yourself. And what I mean by this is your higher self. Your higher self is connected to all expression of yourself. And that means what your soul has experienced in the past and what your soul is meant to experience in the future. But you're all channeling it now, in the now. So there is, in this year, very particular communication. Maybe some of you, I would say, there might be some talks of, and I would say, like, if you've been able to, really cut ties with some of those karmic, toxic dynamics from the past, here you have very good news that is coming ahead. And maybe some of you, I would say, it might be people that you've met in other past lifetimes, people that were meant to be on your path, people you have contract with, but again, contract that fulfill your dharma, contract that help you fulfill your destiny. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's look at your tarot cards to get a little bit more insight about what you've been envisioning, what you've been knowing that is to come. And maybe some of you, if you have no idea, okay, know that this is coming in 2026. It will be revealed to you. We're going to see how that is going to unfold. So I'm going to use the pile number one. Had something that happened with the deck, and I actually really loved what happened with this, and I'll show you. Okay, it's split in three. And so what we're going to do is we're going to turn and have those cards. So we have the Eight of Swords, and then the cards underneath have further guidance for us. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups. So I was holding it reverse, but that doesn't matter here. And the Seven of Cups. Okay. With this Eight of Swords, especially with this crying card, I really feel that 2026 is going to feel like maybe some of your plans, the precision of your plans might not be as defined as maybe you would hope for or wish for or planned on. It doesn't matter, but because it is a year where you're guided by something greater, you're guided by the alignment of your soul. You are in frequency alignment with your soul, and you literally do not need your eyes to get confirmation to know that you are on your highest path, that this is a year where some of those goals, wealth of abundance or prosperity, or just, simple joys of life, but yet that feels so overflowing, are coming into fruition, especially with that Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is like many options. Some of you, I would say, dare to dream big, because your being is so tapped in, turned into the frequency of your soul, your higher self, that you have direct communication, and that means your manifestation are speeding up in 2026. And you know why? Because of those boundaries. If some of you have been struggling in the past to manifest, and I'm like listening to this file like, yeah, Audrey, but this has never been the case for me. I cannot hope and wish and dream that this would ever manifest for me, to have more money, to have maybe a relationship, a family, whatever, know that this was because of the environment you were still letting playing, like entertain around you. Okay. But you've done such great work in 2025 to release this, to release maybe some of you with the stereotypes, release the need to be exactly like what society wants you to look like in terms of what your life is supposed to look like, how much you're supposed to make, this and that, all those societal, stereotypes, norms that we see being broadcasted. This year, you are literally being guided by your intuition. What else? Yes. And this is helping you. Maybe some of you were too much in your mind, and whatever you had to do to put up those boundaries, to finally harness more of your authentic self, allows you now to be more trusting of your intuition. I feel that some of you literally had to earn back that trust with yourself, with your higher self, and also your past self. So there's a lot of integration that I feel that 2025 carried and carrying over. And this is, wow, this is what I told you about the makeover, the glow up. You're definitely, some people are not going to recognize you. And I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know who that is for, but I'm going to say it because I literally saw people watching you and wondering like, wow, like what did she do to become this way? And also that whatever you learned through this journey of healing, of spiritual awakening, was something that you were going to be paid for. I heard the song Paid to Exist. There's been like some popular mainstream song on the social media platforms. Maybe some of you know about it, but this is what I heard. This is like, you're going to be paid to exist. This is the reciprocity that you're getting because of your vibrational alignment. Yeah. Okay, so through this vibrational alignment, your wishes are being fulfilled. What else? Page of Pentacles. Some of you, if you've been wanting to go back to school or go back studying, or if there's, in this case, because we're continuing also that train of thought, some of you, there might be something that you've learned through this life or that you're carrying over from past lifetime that is meant for you to share. Okay, so something that you've learned that is part of your fulfillment. And it could be something that you're about to learn in 2026 or something that you've already learned, something that you already know. Oh, wow. You're getting the 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay, so this is an overflow of joy, abundance. This is more emotional. This is more material. You have both. Wow. Like pile number 2, like literally dropped me. That sun and that sword. I want to know who resonates with this or who is claiming this. Because remember, we're channeling for a whole year. You don't expect to be right away, January, mid-January, already in this energy. You're being carried into this frequency. So that means that some of you might still have through this year, okay, to draw more boundaries, or you'll be, you already have done this and there might be a couple of tests. But know that this is a year where many wishes, and I feel like some of you, many wishes that you did not know you wished for. And what I mean by this is that if you were stuck in survival mode, you might have not had the time to wish for those things because they felt superficial. Okay, so for example, if you cannot pay your bills, you might not like be letting yourself dream about a new car, okay, or a new home. Yes. So what else as far as all those wishes that can come true? Wow, this is all this is so big for you. as far as your alignment, your frequency alignment, listening to your intuition, knowing that you're supported by your past self, future self, all in the present. I feel that some of you, I read something this morning, and I feel that this is for you, pile number 2. Let me see. Only the ones who listens can hear. And this is what I feel for you. Is that whenever you are in 2026 and you feel like you can't see ahead, you don't know what is ahead, bring yourself into stillness and the path will be revealed to you. You will be able to hear. And it doesn't have to be clairaudience. Whatever ways are your ways for you to hear your intuition, your higher self knows it. So don't worry about missing the signs. You can't. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. With the 4 of Pentacles, you see it's really about standing your ground, I feel. Maybe some of you, if you feel sometimes a temptation to be distracted, or others, remember those boundaries. Well, I remember when you were cool and you used to party. You're not cool anymore. Yeah, stand your ground. Stand your ground, because this year you're literally channeling the step-by-step of you achieving some of your wildest dreams. Okay, so don't get yourself distracted. Now, with the 4 of Pentacles, I'm hearing a big focus also on savings. So some of you, if you're seeing the money come in, or this abundance that's coming in, make sure that you also save. And I also heard maybe save to invest. Okay, there might be a good focus on investment. Let me see a little bit about those investments. 5 of Swords. I would say here with the 5 of Swords, if I don't, I'm wondering why I'm receiving those things, but that's okay. Watch for not falling trap into what is popular and what is trendy. I would say invest more in things that are safer for your nervous system. Okay, especially if you've been struggling with your abundance and you're finally seeing the inflow coming in. Invest in ways that still brings safety and softness to your nervous system, because that's literally 2026 is the environment that you need for this is to be in that softness, receptive, feminine energy. And to make sure that this occurs for you, you need to have those boundaries. Avoid any toxicity that is not in alignment with you. That doesn't mean that you have to be hyper positive, fake positivity. We're not talking about this. We're talking about respecting your nervous system. That your nervous system will tell you if it is BS. If you feel it in your body, how certain dynamics are creating certain conflicts inside of you, don't engage. Just don't engage, because that puts you back into that contrast. Okay, and that's more I don't want to entertain this type of energy. I want to entertain the energy of okay, if there is a problem, how focusing on the solutions, not focusing on what's wrong. We know what's wrong, we identify what's wrong, then we move into what is the way to better the situation. So I really feel this is all very much about your mindset, and how when you stay in a positive, healthy mindset, it relaxes your nervous system. And when you relax your nervous system and you're in that space of positivity, you're able to channel all this stream of information that connects you to this grand legacy. Some of you, did I see a book? I saw a book. Yes. Some of you, if you've been wanting to write a book, this is coming up strongly, that you might be channeling certain information from your past self. And it will come very easily. That's some of you have been wanting to be authors. this is a great year as well. And it will come again by following your intuition. So the step by step, again, you know, watch how your body feels in certain environments, honor your own boundaries. Don't say yes when you mean no. And then you're able to tune in. You're literally just become this channel for yourself, and that opens up all of your wildest dreams. That's what I have for you, my dear pile number 2. Thank you so much for your presence. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. If you need personal guidance, I always have all the services listed down below. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your messages for 2026. You have this beautiful Empress card that you chose. This is the energy of Venus. Venus very much connected to our desires, to the law of attraction, magnetism, also money, beauty, love. So we'll see how that plays out in 2026, but with this crystal as well, which is pyrite, if you chose according to crystal. This is all about prosperity and also personal power. So this feels like a very empowering year for you, pile number 3. If you chose according to zodiac placement, we have here Leo, Capricorn, Cancer, and Scorpio. If those are not your signs, don't worry about it. Just another way for others to pick their piles. So let's pick your oracle cards, my dear pile number 3. What do we have for you this year that is coming into fruition? I do feel that there's seeds that are blooming. So there's results. Maybe it's the year of results. 2026 is a year 1. So there's fresh starts that are occurring. All right. Then we have this one. Okay. So we have for you the temple. Beautiful, beautiful energy of devotion. Beautiful energy. Also, what I want to share with you is that upright pyramid energy that reminds me of yang energy. Yang energy with Venus, more feminine. So I feel that is a beautiful flow of feminine and masculine inner union that is manifested in 2026. We'll see if it also manifests outside of your reality, but here I feel that there's this very beautiful inner union. The temple is also your body. Now, maybe I want to mention it because I want to share all the messages. Some of you, if you've been wanting to be pregnant, this might be the year, okay? Because this is a pregnant mermaid. And with the temple is also your body, your vessel. So some of you, may be carrying a beautiful blessing into this reality this year in 2026, or just conceiving. And some of you, there might be also I feel that the effect of rejuvenation. Maybe there's a more intimate connection to your body that gives you a different glow. There's a lot of rays. Maybe there is a focus on being physically fit in 2026 for you, pile number 3. Okay. Then we have Kapali. Tune into the spiritual power within you. It is beyond what society understands and can offer you. It will nourish, protect, inspire, and guide you through any troubles. If your path is diverging from your original plans or is out of sync with those around you, trust in what is happening and know that you are within Kali's care. This is so interesting because this is all about you going within that divine inner union that gives you this different glow. And that makes you very magnetic. And I would say, if you've been pile number 3, seeing different changes throughout 2025, and you're starting 2026 without really knowing what's next, what's to come, keep your focus within. Keep that inner divine union within. If some of you are into meditation, definitely keep your practices, yoga, keep your spiritual rituals and practices. This will make you more and more magnetic and will literally just reveal the plans for 2026. This may not feel so comfortable, I can feel for some of you, because we're seeing here, it's like, oh, okay, diverging from your original plans. Maybe it's out of sync with others. So maybe some of you're wondering if you're making the right choices because it might not be on the same alignment with others. Trust the process, trust it, and know that you are protected. Let's look at the next card. Look at, oh my God, it's like, it's, you know what? I want to tell you, pile number 3, you are the compass. You are the compass. This is definitely the biggest message for you 2026. You have the map. You know the way. Stay true to you. Call it to you. And the call is coming from you staying centered within yourself. This all comes and gravitates towards you. And if you're not sure about what the details, I'm hearing Spirit saying, don't worry about the details. Those are not for you to sort out. I will sort it out for you. So in 2026, first of all, there's a lot of green, okay? The Empress card is connected to Venus, okay? And Venus, when you connect each planet's 2 chakras, and especially between astrology and traditional Chinese medicine, Venus is the heart chakra. Look at all this green. Trust the connection to your heart. Trust that when you focus on feeling good, on doing what feels good, maybe some of you it's the practices. So maybe just making sure you take care of your health, eating well, sleeping well. This is already part of what creates the frequency of this very abundant, prosper, and full of personal growth year. Okay, there's a lot of growth. There's a lot. I heard a lot of coins. Maybe some of you are going to win. Maybe it's win money, inherit money. Yeah, there's money. Money is coming. Okay, pile number 3. Let's get your dice and see what we have. But it's a different. Know that there is the physical money, but there's also money as value. It feels like 2026 is a year of value, of you understanding your own currency, understanding the value of life, or experiencing a life that is heart-centered. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. All right. So you have also the South Node. I cannot believe that we didn't get any planets. We just got the axis. So there's something that you're receiving from the past. Maybe I told you about inheritance. Maybe some of you, there is an inheritance in 2026. There is the 12th house. This is the house of the Akash. This is the house where also the soul is being received before it comes into body, into embodiment. And then we have Aquarius. Wow, this is powerful. I don't know why I feel I want to put it all under the temple here. With Aquarius archetype, this is a way shower. This is an archetype that does not wait for permission, that just walks its path. And I feel that with this what do I say? Out of sync with those around you. If some of you are maybe receiving through 2026, you have certain desires to create certain things. Do not wait for permission, validation of others. Do it your own way. Find your center. You're being truly guided by your past self. Your past self is also integrated with your future self. So I feel like there's really your higher self is guiding you through 2026. It's guiding you to walk your path in a very unique way. We're going to see if the cards are showing us what is this unique path, what is this whole map. I don't know. Some of you, I feel you're creating something, but I'm not sure what yet. Okay, let's see. So there was something that happened for pile number 1 with the deck of tarot that I really enjoyed. So I'm going to stop here. That I'm going to replicate here, which there was like 3 piles, and I just separate and then show you what's underneath. So we have the 4 of Cups, and then we have the cards underneath that can give us some more details. So we have the 4 of Cups, then the Strength card, and then the 6 of Swords. Okay. So pile number 3. First of all, with the 4 of Cups, let me just so you don't see yet what's there. But this is a card that focuses on what is there and that doesn't seem to fulfill. And yet, because we're focused on what is there that is not fulfilled, we're not able to receive the offering, the offer of Source. So there is, at the beginning of 2026, something that wants to be handed to you, okay? And it could be an offer. I heard for some of you, maybe there's a job offer. Maybe, okay, at the beginning of the year, a job offer that is coming to you that you're not expecting. But it doesn't have to be. But there's something that is being gifted to you, that wants to be gifted to you. And the only way for you to receive it is to really be in alignment with who you are, with your truth, focusing on feeling good, okay? Then we have the Moon. You know, yeah, I feel this is very weird, because I feel this is, if some of you in 2026, because this is a year I told you about your body, your personal growth, your prosperity, how you're literally attracting, also with Pyrite, attracting the resources you need. What is showing you is like, this is a year to become magnetic. This is not a year to over focus and using your mind and trying to understand how the universe is all weaving it together. That's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to feel good, to feel in alignment every day, just to feel true to yourself. When you do this, there is a communication. And what I feel is that you might not know, but there are hidden supporters. Like there's people that want to help you, that are meant to help you, that have soul contracts with you to help you, that are coming your way. So there is help that is definitely on the way in 2026. You have soul contracts, beautiful soul resonance contracts. Look at this, Queen of Pentacles. You have help because there's some magnetic energy that you emanate that is the weaver. Your frequency becomes the weaver of your reality. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that some of you, there's, especially I'm hearing about the health. There's an improvement. If some of you were feeling that maybe your immune system was not as great, or your health was not the best it has been, there's a bettering of your health in 2026. That's interesting. Okay. And you know, the way I felt this energy channel through me, pile number 3, I had to stay with it. It didn't appear clearly from the cards. It came from staying with the vibration and letting the vibration translate itself to me. It's a little bit different, I would say, of a process. I feel that maybe in 2026, the offers that are coming your way, the people, the new soul contracts, the beautiful things that are meant to manifest, sit with it. Don't say no or yes right away. Just sit with the invitation. Sit with the invitation. Then we have the strength. The strength card is the Leo card. Leo is a beautiful archetype that has a very fine-tuned balance of mind and heart. That's what gives Leo strength and courage and momentum to move forward. So there's this, again, your alignment with your center, you being sure that you stay in your truth, in your light, devoted to how you feel, is very important because it keeps you in balance. And when it keeps you in balance, we have the 7 of Swords and the King of Swords. You recognize what is meant for you. Remember how I said here, you might want to stay with an offer before you state and say yes, because I feel that there are certain shortcuts that wants to come. You're not realizing in 2026 how magnetic you are, pile number 3. And this is something that happens because of all this energy that you're drawing into yourself. Some of you, again, if you have certain spiritual practices that keep you in alignment with yourself, really maintain this in 2026, because it creates shortcuts towards where you're meant to go and be. And you'll be able to recognize what is for you and what's not. It's interesting because when I said this, I looked at the time and it was 1717 in the zodiac wheel. The number 17 is about the light, and it's about how your light, when focused in, shines out and synchronizes your reality. This is a point in the zodiac that is highly synchronized, that it's like very strong power of manifestation. Wow. So there are some things that you're manifesting in 2026. Let's see if we can get a little bit more about those things that you're manifesting. Whoa. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, that was the card of pile number 2. So maybe some of you have other messages and clarity of what's ahead if in pile number 2. Just something I want to mention, but okay. Yeah. Wow. I did not expect this. So some of you, there's definitely wealth, legacy, inheritance that is coming. Again, certain soul contracts that are being fulfilled, help. And then what we have here, 6 of Swords. There's in 2026, pile number 3, the universe is trying to make you take the path of least resistance, so you don't drain yourself of your magnetism. You don't overly output of your energy. This is a year of ease where things are meant to flow. where you're meant to sit with how things feel around you, to know what is meant for you and what's not. Then we have the Devil card and the Seven of Cups. So it's interesting because with this, remember, it's the path of least resistance. This is being caged in the survival life, the 9 to 5. This is like being trapped into the illusion of a certain system. And this year you're being taught how to take that path of least resistance. This is so beautiful. And so many options will come from this way of experiencing life. Can we have a little bit more details about those experiences? We saw that there was a lot of abundance that is meant to manifest. We have the Nine of Swords, okay, with the Knight of Wands. Okay, this is interesting, and I want to mention it because if some of you have suffered from mental health issues, because the health is very much here in this reading with the body and Venus and your nervous system. How do you take the path of least resistance? Well, you have to have a calm nervous system. And if some of you struggled with, especially also the Devil card is Capricorn, it's a focus on the mind. Nine of Swords, also overly analyzing and getting into depression, despair, okay? There is a healing this year from using or taking the path of least resistance. And the way to do this, again, is through your body. And this is where I feel that even the regimen of maybe a new health routine or a new heating plan, eating. Okay, maybe some of you, it's about heat. Maybe with the heat, it might be that you're sparring more of your digestive fires, or you're doing more cardio with the heat, okay? Or maybe you're needing to have to eat more warm foods to help your body ground and feel safe. Okay, there's certain things here around that topic that I feel. Okay, wow, I'm feeling that there's something else for you. There's something extra. What is it? Okay, all right, there's something extra for you. What is it? There's a like special message for pile number 3. The Cave. Retreat, time out, self-care, slow down. Okay, the special message is really, it's putting the emphasis again and again on self-care, feeling good, and how this nurtures your aura. And maybe some of you, this is an emphasis once again, because we are in a society among programs that keep on wanting to push us to do more, to go faster, to do better. And your pile is very much about calling back your light to yourself and becoming more magnetic because of those simple gestures of care in 2026. So it's almost like your self-care routine, your fitness and eating routines are very strong for 2026 as a modality to take the path of least resistance and lead you exactly to the abundance and truth that you're meant to live and experience. So that's what I have for you, my dear pile number 3. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. If you need personal guidance, look into the details of this video. You'll have all the links you need. Thank you. Pile number 3. When I turn it off, I realize I did not give you a little emoji to drop me for claiming this energy. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to drop me praying hands and a heart for Venus. So that's your way to claim this energy into your life for this year. Thank you so much once again for your presence. Now I can go. Bye.